scene in Rossmore with the latest tonight. Brandi.
Good evening, Micah. What happened to this 90-year-old woman is awful. It's really hard to imagine if this was your grandmother who experienced this. Orange County Sheriff's deputies say the two men were cruising this neighborhood this morning and stopped outside this house. They spotted the 90-year-old woman walking out of her home to grab her newspaper right here on Weatherby Road. And that's when one ended up putting a gun right to her neck. They forced the woman into her home, tied her up in a chair, and then ripped the gold jewelry that she was wearing off of her body. At the same time, one of the men, one was holding the gun, another was going through the home for about 45 minutes. Deputies say these two men just went through the entire house, ripping it apart, looking for whatever they could.
Suspects also placed a towel over her head and threatened her not to look at them. Both the suspects were wearing gloves. Suspects are described as two male Hispanics in their 20s. The 90-year-old woman, as anyone would imagine, was fairly traumatized, but for a 90-year-old, very strong.
Orange County Sheriff's deputies have just walked out, and this is the sketch. They have just gotten a description. This is the sketch that they have taken from the woman's description of the man who was holding a gun to her neck. Again, they believe he's either white or Hispanic, in his 20s, and they believe that he got away with the other robber in a small white pickup truck. If you happen to recognize this man, you were urged to contact Orange County Sheriff's deputies immediately. Now, what's interesting is this lady happened to be wearing one of those life alert necklaces. She wanted to press that button and alert authorities while the two men were in the house, but she didn't know what would happen if the audio was triggered. So what they did is she actually waited until they left, hit the button, and that's when deputies arrived here. Coming up tonight at 10 o'clock, we're going to tell you what her son had to say about this whole ordeal, and again, have more of that suspect description for you, so hopefully these guys are off the street. Reporting live in Orange County, Brandi Hitt, KTLA 5 News.
What a story. Brandi, thank you. See you tonight. Police in Laguna.
Sheriff, these guys were looking for the perfect opportunity. They targeted a 90-year-old woman who happens to live in the house.
That's scary because she had no...
And if you recognize that man, he's roughly 5 feet 2 inches tall. You are urged to contact the Orange County Sheriff's Department. These two got away in a small white pickup and could be linked to other robberies in the county. Reporting live in Rossmore, Brandi Hitt, KTLA 5 News.
Brandi, thank you. And now...